Well, hello, ho, 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 everybody. How are you doing today? Are you having a good time? Are you having a fun time? Is it time for a good fun time? Are you ready to feel that rhyme? Doing all the stuff, doing all the things, doing all the stuff, and the bell rings, ding. Ready? I read that at first, Gaiden, and I thought you wrote "Ready to Die," which I mean is a grim statement, but also a kick-ass song. Is it Joe's time to stream? Or Goblin Joe time? Not yet. I'm not that meta. Which, by the way, if you aren't familiar with Ready to Die, I know the stream already began. It's fine. I promised I wasn't going to play a lot of licensed music, but let's play like 30 seconds of Ready to Die real quick. I'm pretty sure this is longer than 30 seconds. Yeah, probably. That's fine. We ended up, for the people who were watching on YouTube who wanted the experience, we just listened to 1 minute and 21 of Ready to Die by Andrew WK. And I guess it's worth mentioning the weather today too. We did 3 songs, Apatu, A Stone Only Rolls Downhill, and the Transcendental Cha-Cha-Cha. What do those have to do with Goblin Bikers? Nothing. I'm behind schedule. I just picked... It's my list of, like, songs I like from the 2020s. Just a flash of Transcendental Cha-Cha-Cha, yeah. Apatu. It's insidious. It's so catchy. The first time I heard it, I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. This is a hook meant to, like, burrow into your brain. But I won't fall for it. And then, like, 2 weeks later, I was sitting there in my dark moment, and suddenly it came to my head, just, apatu, 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 It's like, God damn it. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, 'cause tonight goes crazy. All I wanna do is just meet you at the... I like the song except that part. Like, I don't like that part, but it gets caught in your head. Anyway, we're opening goblins. We're gonna jump into it. I don't know exactly what we need, but I know we need goblins. I need to start a brand new timecode sheet. Let's go ahead. Let's see, this needs to be in the Google Drive. Put it in Mr. Metal for now. Okay. Gems spent 1K. First pack, no scam. We'll get everything we need right here, chat. This will be the cheapest ladder climb since ninjas. Do you remember how much ninjas cost? Anyone in the chat? Anyone at all? Do you have UDF? I think so. Royal Gabonga, I believe. Show me that Royal Gabonga! Well, it's, we're ready if we ever need to do Chimera Illusion stuff, chat. 1,500? Yeah, a lot of people got it. How many gems? Did I not say gems? I meant gems. Trapeze Witch. Is that what they call her these days? It would have been funny if it was Royal Rare. Oh yeah, I forgot the Clear World stuff is in this pack. We spent one stream just like reading over it like, let's check out what this does, and it turns out it's awful. Max Metal Morph. Do you think Konami will release Ryzeal and Malice separately? Probably. Because they want 2 different packs. Almost certainly. The question is, which will they do first? What format are they giving us? Are they like, here, you can play Ryzeal format, and then they add in Malice later? Or are they going, here, you can have Malice without Ryzeal and see how good that does? Oh wow, this is everything. Royal Gabonga? Well, we got our Dominus Impulse. Royal Gabonga? That's the second Metal Illusionist. You wouldn't be the Royal Gabonga, would you? No, it's another Boom Mock. Alright, well, we got a Dominus Impulse, which we'll probably need eventually. And nothing else. Also, thank you, Silver Star, for the 8 months of sub. You did that while we were still doing music, and I completely forgot to mention it, but I do appreciate it. Every little sub counts, chat. So what do we need? We need 2 Gone Wild, 2 Breakout, 1 more Gabonga, and a tour guide. And these are all in this. So let's open up another one. Oh, that's disappointing. They're gonna make me spend all 4K, aren't they? Ooh, pendulum scales. And show me the Royal Gabonga! Neither of these are Gabongas at all. I'm never gonna get a Gabonga! Chaos Allure Queen. 1 other light or dark, special summon this. Target 1 card in either graveyard, equip it as an equip spell, and if you do, this card name becomes the equipped name. Angel Crab, thank you for the $5 adding to the Legend of Lefty Illustration Fund. Which, by the way, if you're interested in helping me make part 2 of the Legend of Lefty, have more cool illustrations, you can donate as you want down there. So far, I've been releasing a little Ototo. Yeah, Ototo. Thank you for the prime hype, cats in the chat. Ding ding dong dong. Nothing. Yeah, I've been slowly working on The Legend of Lefty Part 2. I've been releasing the script as I write it. Or at least as I finish the like, 3rd draft of it. No Gabongas, no Gabongas. Been releasing that over on Royal Road, and I've been so far, I've been keeping up a pretty good pace. It's been 1 chapter a week for the last 11 weeks. I'm very proud of that. However, I've had to break the streak this week. I finally got to a point where there was like a chapter in the original like first draft. They're just giving me all the boom mocks in the world. There was a chapter in the first draft where I like introduced these 2 characters, and almost all the feedback was like, instead of just explaining how they met, you should show how they met. I would like to have like an in-depth like, yep, we knew that was gonna happen. Like I would like to have an in-depth introduction to these characters. I would like to sit down and meet them. Which I will say, it's just been a very interesting thing where, you to go a little behind the scenes, talk about the philosophy of writing and everything. One of the big things with Legend of Lefty was that I wanted to be very, what's the word? Concise, I guess? I wanted to strip away any excess stuff. I wanted the story to be very focused on, like, exactly the themes, and that's kind of why I presented it the way I did, as, like, you're being told a legend by someone else. So that person can just, like, tell you that, like, oh, Lefty met these characters and a couple weeks later they were good friends. Like, you don't have to experience his mundane life day by day. They can just kind of skip over that. Because really, those characters aren't, like, super important to the story. And any development they get, like, comes after the fact. But a lot of the feedback I've been getting is like, no, we want to slow down. I like these characters, but I want to get to know them better. I want to see more conversations. I want to see all this stuff. And so I've been kind of like going back and forth, caught between like the part of me that says if a scene doesn't need to exist, it shouldn't exist. And all the feedback I've been getting saying, we want to just chill with these characters. We want to have scenes of them just hanging out so we can get to know them. I guess getting them to know them is a reason for it to exist, but the part of my mind that wants like, wow, everything's shiny but nothing purple. But the part of my mind that's like, everything should have a practical purpose. Every scene should be like, it should move the plot forward, is just having a really tough time like coming to grips with those kinds of instructions. Is this like a children's book? No. It's like a long-ass, like, fantasy novel. Curse you, I keep forgetting to listen to Lefty. Shiny as hell, yeah. But I bet you there's not gonna be any URs in it. Some scenes where the characters just talk is good. Yeah, and I mean, you can use that to get exposition. Okay, well, we got at least one UR. It's just unfortunately like one of the worst ones. Lefty Beach episode when? Well, see, Lefty hates water. It's funny you like say that. I know it was just a joke. But that's actually part of the scene that I'm doing, is just like Lefty meeting up with his two new friends as they go about their day and like have conversations and stuff. And one of the things is like, oh, we should go to the beach sometime. And Lefty is just like, all that water. Just like shudders and is like, I'll think about it. Well, we got a Dominus Purge at least. It's like Lefty shuddered. I'll think about it, he said. Old Blue could tell he wasn't going to think about it. Another time, at least we're getting the staples. If Lefty hates water, it means he doesn't shower. Yeah, no one showers. It's like pre-industrial fantasy setting. They didn't really have showers back then. They didn't have running water. Okay, well, we got one thing we needed. Let me break out. Is Lefty their legal name or a nickname? It's their legal name. Hold. We had kimchi, did we? Can you, like, dreamcraft an endless water source? No. Dream magic is capable of doing some, like, crazy shit, but it's all still bound to, like, real-world physics. Like, that's the whole difficulty in doing sleep magic in the first place. When did we get this? Isn't this really new? Oh, whatever. Because, like, it's one thing to be able to create something in your dreams. It's another thing to be able to bring that object into reality and have it, like, function the way you want it to function. And part of the danger of being a sleep mage is that oftentimes people will dream something up, like an endless water source, and then they try to bring it from their dreams into reality, and it just fucking explodes. And maybe, like, burns them severely. Or it might just fucking kill them, depending. Ugh. Ugh. The water was actually kerosene. Well, no, it was just like... The way I'd imagined it is like, if you wanted an infinite water source, right, you would have to imagine, like, a source that had, like, some kind of box that contained enough water to last, like, a lifetime. And when you try to bring, like, an ocean's worth of water into reality stuffed into this big of a box, like, it's just incompatible with how physics operates outside of a dream. And so, like, it's just a mini, like, nuclear explosion. It's just, yeah, it's just gonna explode. Are you shitting me? You've gotta be shitting me. I've got a second Royal Boom Mock. I already had a Royal Boom Mock. I didn't need another one. Jeez, Billy. How come you get 2 Boom Mocks? I gotta play it too, just to say. But yeah, that's why, despite the fact that the Legend of Lefty World has this form of magic, like dream magic, where you can, like, theoretically create anything, their world is still mostly mundane. A lot of the stuff they use it for is, like, stuff we have in the modern day. Hey, we got a Gone Wild. It's just, instead of using technology to make it, they make it with, sleep magic. The big thing is globe lights, which are basically just like artificial lighting. Those are really easy to make with sleep magic, and they're basically just like solar powered, except they wouldn't really explain it that way. But they're just like spheres that take in the sun during the day and then reflect it back out during the night. First time chatter. Yeah, just with a copy pasta. What if you store an infinite water source in the dream realm and then draw from it whenever you need it in the real world? It's not like that for most people. You can't just, like, reach into the dream world and pull stuff out. It's like, I'm trying to think. What would be a good example? You're basically, like, in order to get into, like, a solid dream world where you can actually craft something, you're basically... Imagine your dream is like a big, huge flying castle that you have to climb a long-ass ladder to get to. Getting anything in and out takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and you couldn't have, like, a hose that stretches from one to another. The only way you would be able to do that is if you could dream while you were awake, which is something that, like, canonically a historical figure was able to do, and the things that they were able to do with that were so horrific that the act of sleeping while awake is a crime punishable by death. It's considered dark sleep magic. It's on par with, like, trying to create artificial life. Like, if they even think you're going to do that, they will just put you to death. Hey, Big Gabonga. Genuine question. Yeah, The Legend of Lefty, which is the fantasy novel I've been working on. Dark sleep magic, yeah. Well, there's dark variations of every kind of magic. It's just that sleep magic is the most, like, magical of the magics, right? If you don't know, in The Legend of Lefty, they have magic based around the 4 elements, but their philosophers have named the 4 elements as food, drink, breath, and sleep. Those are the elements responsible for life. They're the magic that keeps life going. And so, like, a whole school of magic is just food magic, who are essentially white mages. They make meals that can, like, heal you and revitalize you. They can make, like, a magical hot cocoa that will keep you warm, like, even in, like, a frozen temperature and stuff. Is there a righty character as well? Not until the sequel. And so, like, what would be, like, dark food magic? Poison. If you make something poisonous, that's dark food magic. It's using food, but to harm instead of to heal. Sounds like an interesting D&D concept. That's a lot of, like, lefty stuff. There's a lot of just weird quirks about his world and the stuff in it. That's the thing that I have trouble coming across, because, you know, I try to sell the story of, like, oh, it's like a nice comedy, it's a cool action adventure, Lefty's this interesting character and it has some cool themes. But everyone who's read it has been like, the thing I like most is the lore and the world that you've built. Because it's just very strange, but in a cool way that kind of makes sense. Oh, we just have that in the real world. Yeah, for the most part. Like, that's the thing, is like, like, if you're an amateur food mage, you're just like the real world equivalent of a chef. It's just that their food magic, like, if you're a food meister, like someone who's really, really good at it, then you can do shit where, like, you know, someone breaks every bone in their body and you can feed them a cupcake and they will heal from that and not die. Where can one read it? If you want to listen to the audiobook, it's on my YouTube channel. I only have part 1, which is the first 24 chapters, but that's like 7.5 hours. So, you know, you could start it. If you want to read it, like, and here's the link, you know, just to make it simple for you. And then if you want to, like, actually read it, if you prefer, like, text, let me get the link. I've been posting every chapter as it comes out on a website called Royal Road. There you go. Kingdom of Loathing. Pastamancers. I'll have to remember that. And yeah, on Royal Road, I have everything that's already been recorded as the audiobook, plus another 12 chapters. I'm slowly working on part 2. Once I get to, I believe it's going to be around chapter 50. That'll be the end of part 2, and there's like a time skip. And then I'm going to record that. At the pace I'm going now, it should be done by by August, the other A month. August or September is what I'm going for. Why 50 chapters? That's just that's like around where it ends. Like, what was it? So I already wrote the whole first draft of the story. I have, like, the story completely written out. It's just when I was done with it, I was looking over, like, how long it would take me to read, and it would be, like, 40 hours or something, and I was like, that's too long. So I've split it into 4 parts. And then I also wanted to go back and basically, because I wrote it, but it's a first draft, so it's kind of rough. Some parts, like, later on don't mesh up with the earlier parts. So I've been going through chapter by chapter and, like, punching things up, rewriting it, adding in new chapters to flesh things out that, like, beta readers were interested in. Not 50 oh, okay. I said 50. Yeah, but you also, like, you often make, spelling mistakes, and I just mentioned 50 chapters. So I thought you were still talking about that. It's 50 cards because you don't want to draw any Goblin Bikers. Like, almost all the Goblin Bikers are worse starters than getting, like, Terror Top or getting Tour Guide. You would rather have them in your deck. Plus, if you play 40 cards with, like, all the Goblin Biker starters, you're left with no room for hand traps. And in this format, you need a lot of hand traps. So we're doing what we did with Blue Eyes before, where we increase the ratio of, we add in a bunch of hand traps. I think there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we've got 18 hand traps. And then to balance that out so that we're equally likely to draw a hand trap as we are a starter, we're running, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 17 starters. Because the ideal opening hand is 2 hand traps, 1 starter. And no garnets. So by having 18 hand traps and 17 starters, and then like, these are bonus cards, these 2 are garnets, this is a garnet, this is a garnet, these 3 are all garnets. Hopefully we're less likely to draw 1 or more of them, and more likely to draw what we want. I still feel like you could cut it to 45 at least. I could. I'm not sure what that would accomplish. Like, it's all about proportions. It's all about your percentage to open a specific starting hand. Right now we have, let's just, for the sake of argument, say we have 18 hand traps and 18 starters. So out of 50 cards, we have an equal chance. We could go down to 45 by making it like 16 and 16, but our chance to draw what we want would be exactly the same. The only difference is the ratio of hand traps and starters to garnets would decrease. So it would be more likely if I took out like an Ash and a starter or whatever, that we'd open like a Psychic Wielder and a like Called By and something else like that we don't want to. Yeah. So you are doing something like a web novel or a light novel they do in Japan? I don't know. I don't know anything about light novels. Not playing Fiendsmith? We're not going to start with Fiendsmith. We're going to add that in later. Let's see. How long have you been working on your story? It depends how you define working. I think it's been like 10 years. It's been a while, but I haven't been like working on it the entire time. Like I finished the first draft in 2020 and then I set it aside for like 3 years. I put it in a box and didn't work on it. And then I brought it back out in 2024 and started like trying to polish it up and finish it. What was I? It was the UI. Oh yeah, they're at the top now. We're also getting a lefty anime. I wish. At the moment, I'm still just trying to get illustrations done. Still images. Maybe that'll open the door for an eventual lefty anime. I can't believe I have fucking... Why do I have so many boom mocks? I might need that eventually. He's booming his mock. All the boom mocks in Boom Mock City. I don't need 2 of these, right? Do I need 2 black Full Metal Dragon if I ever play the Metal Morph? You just need 1, it summons from the deck. You can dust all the Perform Mage stuff. I'm thinking about it. Although the thing is, I don't need to yet. If you don't know, one of the big things about this show is that I do not select the decks that I play. They are chosen by my patrons. So there's a high chance that like one of these days Perform Mages will get more support or Pendulum will get support, and I'll have to play the Perform Mages, and then having this in my collection will be good. It's a Jankmas deck at most. Yeah, for now it is. Dust the Clear World stuff. If I needed SRs or if I got a Clear World UR, I would. But I'm fine with keeping this. Yeah, it's the thing about this, where I read this, right? It's if it's normal or special, add any Perform Mage from your deck to your hand. It's a Stratos for the Perform Mages. And it's a level 4. Which means I can see this becoming a staple in like almost any Pendulum deck. If there's any deck where you just need like a Skullcrabat, something you can normal summon to get a Pendulum scale, I can see this being useful. I don't think it's like specific Perform Mage support. Skullcrabat already exists. We'll see. I might break it down. I don't think I need to at the moment, though. I can afford to do these 3. 1. A 2. A 3. There we go. Yeah, and I guess this is not optimal by any means, but we have 2, so we might as well. Okay. So now I'm going to start testing. If there are, if you're new here, the way we do this is if you're a patron, like if you support the channel, then you get to go first. I'm going to, if you're a patron, you get to go first. You don't have to be a patron to duel necessarily, but all the patrons get to form a line and claim a spot and go first. After the patrons run out, then I'm just going to be open duel rooms, and it'll be first come, first serve. So you've either got to be a patron, or you've got to be fast and patient. The choice is yours. If you are a patron, though, go ahead and you can send me a message on Discord. Just say, I would like to duel, and I will get you in line. I forgot I need to put myself on streamer mode again. Those Discord notifications are not you. They are on my end. Room details. Let's find this, shall we? That ain't it. There we go. Let me just update this. Wham. Alright. Anyone is free to come in and chill out. You don't have to be a patron. If you want to like have other duels in the other rooms, go right ahead. Duel with fellow people. Otherwise, we've got Frost Hollow, we've got P-Jammin', and we've got Common Bob. Let's get Frost Hollow first. I will be in room number 7. Lucky number 7. duel in this economy? Yeah, you're free to bring anything. I'm going to have to be testing against anything, although I'll ask for the sake of giving me the chance to learn the deck. If you have any floodgates that are like continuous traps, I'm talking skill drain, I'm talking rivalry of warlord, there can only be one. Any kind of trap that is just going to prevent me from playing the game, please take it out of your deck, replace it with something else. I already know I can't beat that. That won't help me test. It'll just waste my time. Playing this game has burned me out so much. You're telling me, brother. What do the YouTube comments say about you playing a pure version of the deck prior to one that includes a meta tech? I don't recall getting any comments that really seem to care one way or another. The general consensus about ladder climb seems to be that it's like enjoyable almost no matter what I do. It's been a long while since I've got any comments in this show where they're like, you know, I wanted to enjoy this show, but this part of it was really bad and I couldn't enjoy it. Go first, Makanko, for style. Aha! A second one. Damn. I don't want to play an actual game. I want to win the hand trap war. I'm tired. By the way, chat, do I seem tired or out of it at all to you? When I showed up, did you notice anything odd about me, or was it just like, oh, there's Joe, just the same as always? Not until you said something. Fuck. I shouldn't have let them know. I was hiding it so well. Same old, same old. I'll be in the bathroom. Good luck. You seem sort of like 30th percentile energy. How oddly specific. Give me a second. I could talk about my health after this. Let's start by terror topping. I'm topping. I'm full of terror. I'm Tom Borgin. 50% Tom, 50% Borg, 50% Tom, 50% Borg. %, Ixie summon power of will. Time to go Goblin mode. I ain't Goblin yet, folks. My shadow's been gossiped. This is where Fortune Tune would actually be very useful. No, I'm not out of space. I just didn't think Fortune Tune would be useful. Hello, lasers. It can't be used as Ixie material. Ah. Gotcha. Well, in that case, I'm dead. Whoopsie doodle. Good job, Frost Hollow. Let's get P-Jammin'. If they're back from the bathroom, they can come to table 8. Curses poiled again. So your health, everything good? Oh yeah, I forgot I was talking about that. I don't know if everything's necessarily good, but I've had a weird weekend, Chad. It was I've never had the best sleep schedule in general. You know, I usually go to sleep around 7 in the morning and wake up around 2 in the afternoon, which is not normal person times. But it's also like, you know, it works with the schedule that I have, and it's consistent. I forget where I heard it, but someone was like, obviously you probably don't want to be nocturnal, but as long as you're getting 8 hours of sleep and you have a set schedule, things are pretty decent. Only hand trap was Ash. I was probably dead if you won the coin. Yeah, probably. Consistency is important, yeah. And then for whatever reason, this Saturday, I got struck with like just a severe bout of insomnia. Like I tried to go to sleep at the normal time, and I just could not. I ended up staying awake from like, as I said, normally I go to sleep at like 7 in the morning and wake up at 2 p.m. I ended up going to sleep at 2 p.m. that like the next day. And even when I went to sleep, it was like for an hour, and it was really restless, and then I woke back up again, couldn't go to sleep, and basically didn't go back to sleep until like 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. Room code? Gotcha. Sorry, Baudry, it's P-Jammin's turn. Sounds rough. Yeah, it's just weird. But the thing was, like, you know, I stayed up for pretty much, I'd say almost more than 24 hours straight. With like a 1 hour nap in between. But then, like, that was on Friday into Saturday. But then Sunday and Monday, it seemed like things were like back to normal. I was like, well, that was weird. And then and then Monday night, I got fairly tired. I went to bed like a little early. Like I said, normally I go to bed around 7 a.m. This time I went to bed at like 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to sleep a little early. And then I slept for 12 hours straight. That's why, that's partially why I was, like, late to stream today. Because I didn't wake up until, like, 5 p.m. for whatever reason. I was like, well, that's strange. Was there any associated pain or discomfort? Sleep debt. Yeah, I understand sleep debt, but this was after I got in 2 days where I slept normally. I thought I had gone, like I had earned back the debt. It's weird to have it come back 2 days later. Things balanced out, I guess. Yeah, and it wasn't, let's try moving to a different table, P-Jammin'. Let's go over to table 9. I wish I could sleep for 12 hours. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. Yeah, but no pain, no discomfort. My heart was beating kind of fast the night I had insomnia. I didn't feel, like, stressed. My mind wasn't racing. I didn't feel anxious. But I noticed that, like, it felt like I was really, like, active. I had a lot of energy despite it being, like, despite having no sleep. This is where MBT comes in and says, go see a doctor. Yeah, maybe. It's just one of those, I feel like it's gotta be something psychological. Energy drinks or coffee? No. I don't have energy drinks, and I limit myself to 1 cup of coffee a day, and I never have it past, like, 10 p.m. Which, considering I go to sleep at, like, 7 a.m., is, like, 7 hours, or, like, 10 hours before I go to sleep. Stress? Possibly. That seems like the likely culprit. Let's try this. We're going wild. We're getting dug. We're gonna teach me how to Dougie, chat. I think we're gonna get Grand Bash, actually. Stress of needing to get something done. I don't know. See, that's the big thing. Is like, I feel like it could be one of two things. Either I'm somehow overworking myself, despite the fact that I feel like I don't do enough, and it's like some kind of stress that is keeping me awake, and I need like a vacation. I need to take some time off or something. Or it's that I don't have enough of a routine. That I need to fill my days with more stuff. Like I need to start like a more regular exercise routine. I need to start going to events. I need to like get myself out there and active so that I have a more solid schedule. And that way I feel the need to like keep to it. The problem is those are like obviously completely opposite things. It's like, well, I either need to do a lot more stuff or a lot less, and I can't tell. Yeah. We're detaching from the Gabonga. This is absolutely not the right way to do things. But it's the way I'm doing things. Let's find a rock. Do I have Nibiru? No. Okay. Why do all the goblins have 0 defense? Have you tried changing nothing and hoping it goes away? Yes. That's my current plan. But I figured it couldn't hurt to be a little parasocial. I remember, what was it? There's part of me that's like, you shouldn't discuss like your health problems or what you're going through. That's too personal on a stream. But then I remember the time that MBT was like, yeah, I got this weird thing going on with my belly button, and someone like correctly identified it as a hernia that he needed to get like a specialist to look at specifically. And it ended up being like, oh, he caught a very serious problem before it became a huge problem. So I'm like, you know what? It doesn't hurt to at least just put that out there. Plan B, drink more water. You got it, boss. That is a very strange tale, yeah. And Simo being open about his UC and cancer. Yeah, but that's an entirely different thing, right? Like, that's him talking about, like, a very important and, like, debilitating thing he's going through. I think just moving more would be good, yeah. Heart palpitations can also be because you haven't had enough to eat or drink. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I feel as though I eat enough, if you know what I mean. Speaking of if you know what I mean, I think from now on, chat, if I ever have to use the toilet during stream, I'm gonna be like, chat, I gotta send a card from the deck to the graveyard. Little foolish burial, if you know what I mean. And I think that should not just be a me thing. That should be part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yugi-Tuber standard. A stoolish burial. Let's workshop that. I'm not just sending one card, it's at least 5. I gotta go, what was the whatchamacallit? What was the tier lament? Mill late, fill great. Was it Kit Close? I thought there was a word. Was that what we called the Yoinky Sploinky? Mill 5 to fill alive. Mill 8, feel great. Kit Close and scream. It was Kit Close, tribute self to summon Merly. The Yoinky Sploinky. Which, you know, it was a funny thing to call it then, and now it's like, alright, chat, I'm not just going to the bathroom. I gotta do the old Yoinky Sploinky. I gotta mill 8 and fill great. Don't call pooping. I don't know why asking me not to do it makes me giggle even more. Every day I miss Merly. I gotta go do the Yoinky Sploinky. I gotta go punch a grumpy. No one activate... No one activate... what's it called? Now my mind is full of fudge. No one activate macro, chat. Yoink a sploink. Something something dual logs. No one activate macro, chat. I gotta send 8 cards from the deck to the graveyard, if you know what I mean. Maybe even more. We won't know until we see what I mill. Don't ash me, but I gotta be foolish. Oh god, chat. I think I ate some old tuna, and now it feels like that grass is gonna be greener. Gotta do a Sprite too. Wait. Why couldn't I activate the card in my graveyard? Is that main phase only? Oh. I got too distracted by the poop puns. Alright, let's go... Oh wow, we got more people. Common Bob is next. Followed by someone who starts with a G. I hate how streamer mode doesn't let me see people's names. I just want to see people's names. All it says is G ... Supposedly you know who you are. If it's Boom Mock, it's every... They were both activating, I just didn't know it was main phase. Clatter Sploder? Sure am. Yep, unfortunately I had all the starters in the world and no hand traps. Yeah, we'll just do this. Clatter Sploder? I hardly know her. Oh, that's it? Okay. It's an emergency, chat. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Not this day. Wee-oo, wee-oo. And this is where they discard a gnome material. Eat Telly to 3 soon. I know, I'm excited. Bigga bonga, bigga bonga. I really don't like it. Boom, ba boom, ba boom. Rock the bonga. Haha! Every hand trap. Oh no. I think that cooks our gourd. They also had Druis Worm, which is... Oh, I guess the last card is the Magnamut then. Do you have a gourd? Yeah. Don't you? Why wouldn't you? What I wish I had, chat, was a standing desk. It's one of those things I feel like would be good now. I just feel like standing, you know? I slept for like 14 hours today. But if I do this, then I'm just a talking torso. I guess I could, like, hold this here, but then I have to lean down anytime I want to say no. Get a standing desk, those are expensive. Is Critter going to remove his eyes of blue? Yeah. There we go. He's back to normal. Wouldn't the camera raise? Yes. My bonga! Oh, this doesn't activate. Yep. I'm making mistakes. Alright, Radiant, you're up next. I haven't won a duel yet. I'm at table 11. That's what testing is for, I suppose. So far, I haven't learned much, except that I died to a bunch of hand traps. Which is something I already knew. I guess you could stack books under the legs of your desk. I don't have enough. Does it just make rank 3s? Yes. Oh. Hello. It's me. Droll. No? Okay. Can you play around Nib ever? Nope. I don't think so. Gossip Shadow does? Oh yeah, good point. Maybe I should lead by making Gossip Shadow if I have the ability to make multiple things. Doug Charger. Two of them things, two of them things. Nice. Wait, that unbricks the rank 5. It's pretty neat. Yeah, we had Douglas the Charger. Full legal name, yeah. Douglas the Charger Esquire. Oh. Yeah, I'd rather do this. Platter Sploder. Is that game? There's just game. I did it, chat. Big Gabonga for game. He rides again. Unless you bell. Beefy Gabonga, that's what they called me back in high school. Mega Brick Hand, don't I know it. Alright, there are no more patrons. If there are any patrons who would like to duel, they can add it in, but otherwise, it's open duels. Whoever gets here first is the one who gets it. We'll try some more of these. Those of you who have already dueled, if you would like to go again, you're free to try to jump in. It's anything goes. I just ask that if you went, at least wait 2 people before you go again. So don't just claim it all over and over again. But like, P-jamming if you want to go again, and you can get in here, you go right ahead. Douglas the Charger Rodriguez. Uh-oh. Dragon Ravine. Oh god. I've got no hand traps. So let's do some toe lifts, chat. Here's what we're doing. We're raising up onto our tippy toes and we're going back down. That's 2. We'll do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Feel the burn. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh. Ooh. Toe lifts for free? You're welcome. Your abdomen appears to be missing? Nah, it's cool. Do a flip? I am too heavy to do a flip. And there's not enough room. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite, chat. We're going to do some leg lifts. I got this chair. This is pretty high. Do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, little fine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 leg lifts with each leg. The road for muscle leg starts with a single step. Okay, then we got our little weights. They're little baby weights, but you have to start somewhere, chat. And we're gonna practice asserting dominance, chat. We're gonna do some T poses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm so out of shape. But the road to recovery begins with one day. I keep forgetting Borreload is still legal. I don't even know what muscles those work. I just know it exhausts me. I don't know if it's because it takes like every muscle in your arm, or maybe it's like just using weird muscles in my neck that like normally don't get worked out. Once again, consistency is important. I think they're almost done. But next time we get a long combo, chat, we'll do all of those again. Oh. It just keeps going and going and going. It was Dragon Maid the whole time. Xiao. Another one. Activate Ravine for extra style. Become styled upon. Hello, Feral. Ah. Yeah, even with a handful of starters, I can't play through 4 disruptions. Not really sure what to do about that one, guys. I wouldn't say you had 4 starters. I had at least 3 that I could have used, but yeah, I guess I just need that combination of starters and other stuff. Go first, do combo, win at least 50% of the time. Yeah, but we need to win occasionally when we don't win the coin toss, because we're not going to win every single time we go first. Oh, the big traps in Big Trap City. Douglas! The Ash to Resolve ratio. Ash is the most used card here. Hello, Munchry. We're going wild. I'm gabonking it. $24. A fine year. No longer going wild, nope. I worry that this bike may be hard to make out on top of the complicated thing we got here. I can barely see it even when you point it out. Severe storms come through. It was thundering earlier today and yesterday. I'm not sure if the storms are what I'd consider severe. Sever. At least you got off work early. You like work is the issue. Ah, I see. Zeus secret effect. It's one Zeus with so many pants on. Teach me how to Dougie teach me how to Dougie teach me how to Dougie teach me how to teach me how to. Teach me how to Dougie. I want to Dougie every day. I dug my way to Doggyville time. Oh, doggy. Dug down, it's doggy. Dug around, it's doggy. Dog time, it's dog time. Big dog time. We got a crazy beast over here. Take that, Zeus! That's really funny, yeah. You took Zeus's pants off! Would have linked off Druis. Yeah, but it wouldn't have dealt with both of the back row. Oh, I forgot Holatea did stuff. Yeah, this is a 2 as well. Oh, you've already got game. You could just attack. Just go again. I guess we... What's going on? They're not a troll, they just don't think very well. I guess we like 1, 2, 3, and then we Raiden, thank you for the 36 months. see if that works any better. Try this out. Let's try table number 12. The 12th table. Who among you? Saint Andreas. You know what I need, Chad? I need some rocks for energy. Energy rocks. Oh, I get to go first, actually. Terror. Top. %, terror, 50% top, 100% chance to remember the name. I summon from the hand. I'm gonna try this, chat. End phase. Gabonga, pick up your friends on the way to get milk. For one draw, this ain't bad. It ain't great either. But Gabonga resolved, and that's the important part. Angeli. Angelina Jolie. Okay. Grand Bash. I could do even more. We're gonna get this one. This one gets Clatter Sploder. Clatter Sploder gets Doug. Clatter Sploder does not get Doug. secret hidden effect. Not if I do it first. You want to banish my wild goblin's wagon. I eat your cake. Both of them. End of search. Mari, thank you for the 28 months. My crazy beast is here. Getting my crazy beast out on stream, yep. Oh wait, that would be bad. Rare. It said select a monster to equip. To equip means it gets equipped. The other way. Goblin. Gabunga is starving. Reading the card explains the card. Normally it does. Target one XD monster you control. Equip one XD monster from your face or face field. Face up field. It said, select the monster to equip. I selected Big Gabonga because I wanted to equip it to the other card. What they should have said is select the monster to be equipped. The UI can be bad. That kind of thing would never happen in a real duel. Yeah, I know that normally you want to equip Torpedo from the graveyard, but I could activate it during the damage step, and if I had equipped Doug Charger to the crazy Goblin beast, it would have had enough attack to kill them on the one thing. GG's. We try our best. I've said this before, I appreciate that people are trying to be nice by saying GG's, but like, oftentimes in this game, they aren't good games. They're the result of bricking, they're the result of Maxi. Like, I'm sorry, that wasn't a good game. You were robbed. I had an unfair advantage because this card game is not well designed. But I appreciate you sticking through it and helping me test. Like, I have no ill will towards you, it's just a frustrating game. Primite Roar. The insomnia is making Joe introspective. Again, I don't know what it is today. I had insomnia on Saturday. Today I slept really late. I slept for like 14 hours, but I feel like I got hit by a truck. I'm exhausted. I did that little exercise earlier and I was like, that'll get the blood flowing, that'll get me back into the spirit of things. And instead it did the opposite. Instead I'm like, oh, I felt like I run a marathon. I'm like, I'm only halfway done with stream. Fuck. Shit. Like, maybe I should go break out another soda. Maybe I need a little boost to get through, you know? But then, like, if I drink more soda, I'll probably be up later. Or coffee. Have you been eating all right? I mean, the day I had the insomnia, I don't think I ate all day. Spears Pass. The truest of FTKs. You win! They didn't end on a normal. I mean, they can bounce and then get a normal and then draw 2 cards. Or they could if this was like a fair game, you know? Maybe some music. I'd have to cut it out of the stream afterwards. Doug. Teach me how to Dougie. 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 Chat, can you teach me how to Dougie? To teach me how to Dougie? Teach me how to Dougie. Oh, it's only from deck. Shit. Flame Guard. They're like playing a pure Primite list. It feels like. Well, shake hand, GG. I got Max C and a called by. What can I say? I'm just a true gamer. I think we just go to battle here, actually. There's maybe some ways I could extend, but I don't think I need to. I think I'd rather play Goblin Control. I can control the Goblin, chat. I can harness its power deep within me. Deep within my soul. Ugh. Deep within the prime real estate of my secret. Well, goodbye, Gabonga. And I don't have the girl that summons from my hand. It's only from the deck. I guess we need a mean merciless. I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be merciless. But without her, all these clatter sploders are stuck in my hand. They ain't sploding shit. You don't play one mean merciless? No. I was, and then I got rid of it for two Boom Mock because I had two Royals. And I was like, why not? Okay. Clatter. Sploder. I'm clatting. I'm sploting. Go Stoker. Wait, what am I doing? I was like, I need to absorb it, and then I realized, no, I don't. I was so like focused in on, like, yes, removal. It's what goblins do. They gobble stuff up. Okay. Goblin biker. We're gonna throw in one mean merciless. Now we have it. I'm wondering, we have another tour guide target, don't we? Isn't one of these? Oh, it's mean to merciless is the fiend. Gotcha. So maybe we take out one tour guide. I've also realized that instead of 2 Zeuses, I would rather have a fortune tomb. Okay. Give me a second, Chad. I'm gonna grab a sody pop. I think that's going to be needed. Here, I'll put on a jaunty tune. I've also decided I'm going to make some biscuits, chat. Some big buttery biscuits. How's that? And then the foot. I moved away before the foot. You're welcome. Alright. We're still on open duels. I'm down at table 25. Can I get a link to this curse my video? It's the newest video from Film Cow. If you look up Film Cow on YouTube, that's the first thing you got. And some fast scrolling. You know it, buddy. I scroll with the best of them. Gun Voltic. Uh-oh, I still haven't learned this deck. 2 points of interaction. Fua fua fualos, fua fua fualos. How are the biker goblins? Awful. I've won very few games. The ones I have won, it's been because my opponent bricked or because I drew broken hand traps. But I mean, what else is new? Yeah, I think we do this too and hope they don't have another one. Huh. You still get to reveal, even if you can't do it. Ah! Oh! You get to summon the, whatchamacallit. It's like a guy in Twin Peaks who looks kind of like that. Like Dr. Jacoby. Any Twin Peaks fans in the audience? Me. I've been watching through it recently with a few friends of mine. Every Sunday is Twin Peaks Sunday. We've gone through the first season and we're like halfway through the second season. It's based. At times it's based. At times it is very cringe. I am I'm a little baffled at its reputation. There are people who treat it like it's the greatest show that ever existed. There's an entire, like, genre of video game based entirely off of Twin Peaks. It's like Lovecraft, like certain media is called Lynchian after David Lynch's style that he used in that show. And yet half the time it's just goofy as shit. We're going wild, baby. Because David Lynch was an insane person. Yes. But just because something is wacky doesn't mean it's good, Chad. I think that's the point I'm trying to make here. Joe sounds so down today. I am very tired. I haven't had a good weekend. I've been feeling a little out of it. And see, this is where I would really like to have the weirdness of Twin Peaks is part of the point. I mean, I get that kinda, right? Like, I understand that part of the point is that there's weird stuff happening, but some of the stuff that happens is not, like, weird, it's, like, contrived, right? Oh, well, welcome. My apologies if things are seeming weird today. I'll give you an example, chat. So, in the first episode of Twin Peaks, if you don't know, yeah, we just get a boombox. Okay. Yeah, in the first episode of Twin Peaks, the whole plot gets started because a young woman in this small town is murdered. And they think that it might be an FBI, or it might be a serial killer, so an FBI agent is called in to look at it. And there's a scene early on where they call everyone into like an emergency town meeting, right? Where they all meet at the school gymnasium and they get together to be like, I don't want to panic you, but there may be a serial killer on the loose. Make sure, like, we're instituting a curfew. Report anything that seems suspicious. We don't have reason to believe they're armed. They may have already left, but just in case, you know. Check this, make sure. And as they're doing this, or after they do this, the sheriff of the town is kind of pointing out to, like, the FBI agent. He's like, oh, there's the mayor of the town. There's his weird brother who owns the newspaper. There's Ed. Ed works at the gas station or whatever. And then in the back, there's an older woman in like a sweater with big glasses, and she has like a log, like a big chunk of wood that's like the size of a football, And she's just kind of cradling it in her arms and, like, stroking this log. And he's like, who's the lady with the log? And the sheriff's like, we call her the log lady. We don't know what her real name is. And they go, oh, okay. Like, that's an example of, like, this show being weird in an interesting way. You have this small town, and to these people, it's like, yeah, there's like a weird woman who lives here, and she's just the log lady, but she don't hurt nobody. She's just there. And she's never mentioned... No, she's mentioned again. But she's rightfully treated as being kind of unusual. She's, like, unusual, but also, like, no one really bothers. I'm just gonna do stuff. Plushy Bell rating with a party of 36. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you're having a lovely, fantasterific day. I'm a Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know. Well, I'm trying to learn goblins. I'll let you know. You picked a weird day to raid. I haven't been feeling good lately. I'm a little out of it. I'm a little loopy. I'll let you know right off the bat, this isn't normally what I'm like. But oftentimes I'm like this. Returning the favor, well, I appreciate it. Oh no! Yeah. It's fine. It's nothing... I don't think it's anything, like, real big. I've just been suffering from fatigue. I'm just so tired, boss. You understand. Okay. I'm just a tired boy, and we've been talking about Twin Peaks. Any of our raiders familiar with the cult classic TV show Twin Peaks? I realized I stopped myself from drawing a card, but that's fine. Just enough to get into peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Conditioning, exactly. The math checks out. The math is mathin'. Okay. I think I put most of my stream to sleep with some lab, so sorry it's only me. That's okay. Honestly, might be for the best. If they weren't asleep already, they'll be asleep. Actually, if they are asleep, you think I should wake them up? Okay, chat, if you have headphones on, here is your warning. Take your headphones off right now. I will make a peace sign when it's okay to put your headphones back on. Okay? Why so serious, Batman? Why so serious? Oh hey, it's Goblin Joe. I mean, that's one way to describe it. The Jokler. I'm certain I'm Joklin something. I guess we just make another one of these. I don't know. Oh yeah, peace sign. Now you're good to come back if you weren't back before. We good? We good? Okay. Evil Witch laughed. I feel like I can do that pretty well, chat. I remember that laugh from the White Forest. Yeah. You're more of a Heath Ledger Joker or crazy hamburger YouTube video Joker? I don't know. I feel like you have to tell me, chat. Which do you think I'm more of? I have made big mistakes in my life. I thought this, like, shuffled back or something when it was done. Okay. Big mistakes with a big gabonga. Oh yeah, I should have made Zeus. I could have Zeused it up. I wasn't thinking very well. All it takes is one rogue deck. Big bummer. Okay, you got it. That's too many cards for me to deal with. I'm getting sick, so I'll be heading out. You have a good one, Plushy Bell. Thank you again for stopping by. Oh, and thank you for calling me a goat. You know, 10 years ago, calling someone a goat, an insult. But these days, times have changed. The kids are on a different wavelength. What can I say? What do I say except you're welcome? Yeah, what? Bee Gees? Like the disco band? Maybe instead of GG, we should just be like, well, that happened. Like, with the implication, like, that's the thing, is, like, GG, oftentimes you can't tell if it's, like, serious, like, yeah, good game, or if it's, like, haha, good game, because you, like, completely sacked them. But that just happened always sounds sarcastic, and when it is sarcastic, it's, like, silly. It's like, well, we had a fun time. Off to the Shadow Realm. It was a pleasant time. The important part is the memories we made along the way. And that's my turn. Off to the Shadow Realm. The fuck is this? They added DLC horse armor for the Noble Knights? Why would they do such a thing? You're welcome. I mean, what can I say except you're welcome? Okay. A sign of the apocalypse, to be sure. Centaur babies. It's more likely than you think, chat. We going unga bunga gabonga? We trying, but we ain't getting out of the hell with this one. Hello, Omega. Omega, Bahama, Come on, pretty mama. Off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where we wanna go to get away from it all. Do 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 do. Afternoon delights. Tap chairs and moonlit nights. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Way down in Coca, Bermuda, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. Baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down to Kokomo. Thank you, thank you. I forget how we got here, but I don't mind being here. Such can be said about most things in life, I feel like, chat. Alright, you ready for the tag team? Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the Everybody get up, come on and slam now. We're gonna cold body Ash now. Welcome to the Space Jam. Okay, so step 1, Goblin Bikers gone wild. Activate. Step 2, Mean Merciless. Step 3, Clatter Sploder. Step 4, Douglas the Charger Rodriguez. Ah! Douglas! F's in the chat. F's in yourself. I will remember you. Do 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 do. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for our memories. Doug's going on a holiday. Gone too soon. Douglas, no! And then like the Doug theme starts playing, but like really slow. Maybe like a little octave lower. Do 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 do. What did they target? Oh, okay. Do 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 do. Huh. Well, I wasn't expecting that, chat. Yep. Do 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 do. By the way, that was peak. Well, thank you. I'm afraid I don't know enough about goblins to do that. I'm curious, how many of you are old enough to remember Doug? The original one, not the Disney one. Me, I do. I will say, the beats have no reason to slap as hard as they do. They clearly had some songs in the tank, and they were just, like, ready for that shit. Yeah, I gotta do this now. I'm goblin, 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 goblin you up. Doug, yeah. They had a fictional band called The Beats that was like a parody of the Beatles. And that shit was so cash. They were like, I need more allowance, yodelay-oo. I need more allowance, yodelay-oo. I need more allowance, yodelay-oo. Why? Because I do. I need to buy more CDs. I need to buy more gum. I mow the grass. I clean the house. I think I deserve some more allowance. What was the other one? They had like 3 or 4 songs that they made for the Beats that were like legitimately good. Do I have any more Gone Wilds in the deck? No. Killer Tofu. Oh yeah. I was like, how does that one go again? I-oo. Killer Tofu. E-I-oo. Killer Tofu. I forget how the verses went, though. The beats, yeah. The beats! Wait, wasn't this the one that gets them, like, the thing? Oh, it's the protection. I got it wrong. And you're watching the stream while having the Melodious episode in the background. Your fanaticism goes strong. I feel like that would be hard to do. An actual GG. Well, that just happened. Yeah, that's... Again, the Gabonga control is neat. It's just... Getting to Gabonga is like an impossible task. I'm wondering if maybe, like... Sorry, Zergaron. If maybe, like, instead of playing tour guides... What if we just play, like... We play a Psychic Wielder and a Psychic Tracker, like 2 of each, and then like any level 3 plus it as a starter. So we have 2-card combos, but a lot of our like level 3s are also 1-card starters. But that only works if we're also playing the fucking tour guide, which is another level 3. Yeah, and E-Telly will be at 3. Astral Karibo. Deal 1 number Ixie, special summon this. You cannot special summon except for number monsters. Yep, unfortunately, this does not say number 69. Nice. Goblin Biker Big Gabonga. Okay, let me check on my biscuits real quick. It's possible it beeped and I didn't hear it. Why am I so tired? Oh. Okay, it hasn't beeped now, but it'll beep in like a minute. So we got like 50 seconds. That's enough time to remember another beat song, right? There's Shout Your Lungs Out, but I only really know like the tone of that one, because the lyrics are like really fast. But I guess I can, yeah, I'll have to get these out anyway. Let me see. Shout Your Lungs Out. And it's like, this song was made as like a background song for a kid's show in the 90s. It has no reason going as hard as it does, considering, like, they didn't need to make it at all. I almost made it back in time. Not back in, like, time travel, but back in time for the song to end. You know what I mean. Well, my butter is not spreading the way I want it to, but that's fine. We live with the world we got. Tour guide takes the normal. Yeah, but we need a normal. And it's like tour guide or Doug. God, I do remember this. But yeah, that's that song is just like, it goes way harder than it has any right to. Especially consider, I don't think they ever played the entire song. It was just like on in the background. But like, I would go to see that in concert. I could see people moshing to that. I'd go to Shout Your Lungs Out Tour 1995. A hand trap on Gabonga is probably lethal anyway. Probably. This would be much better going second. Well, we gotta try. Maybe we'll get lucky, chat. Okay, that we can stop. Douglas. Charge with me, Douglas. Charge into battle. We're exploding. So we get this. We get another Zeef. We haven't used it. No. I'm going to IP. No, we don't want to do that. We set. Will the counter be Kabonga sucks? Probably one of the many, like, garnets. I'll just do this right at the beginning and let you know. If you got something that can stop it, go right ahead. Okay, they're ascending. They're an ascended Saiyan. Their hand is gigantic. Some people pay extra for that, chat. Anything for Ether Barrel. Drill beam. Consider your beam drilled. Bruises? Excuse me? You fucking what, mate? This axe-wielding beast warrior with the head of a dragon. We're doing this. Hey, Yug. Forget about it. Yep, you forced my hand. Primite Joey, I'm not sure if that'll work. I don't want you to come back. Goodbye. Typhon? Okay. Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Bestial. Magnemud is so broken. They need to ban it. I didn't think it needed to be banned. Now I think it needs to be banned. It's just too strong. Why can you do this? Was it my birthday? There's gonna be some terror in this top. Joe Block Dragon is not banned. Good point. I forgot this was a silly game for silly people. Okay. I'm in danger. Let's make this math more difficult, shall we? Can you still do it? They can. Gaga Eagle. Cybertech Alligator. This thing. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Yeah. We bongin' bigly, born to be wild. I've been living to make it happen. I'ma do it when you wanna see. Slurp. Nope. Nope. The Ace of Spades, but we're not even playing cards. Maybe if there was a Balatro archetype. Ding 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 ding. If you wanna gamble, I'll tell you how to live. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. Yep, doing it again. My clatter is exploding. Gee, Goblin on my clatters will I explode? Yeah, I guess that works. If that's the kind of person you want to be, if that's what you feel confident doing with your life, then by all means. Goblin. 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 Douglas. I taught him how to Dougie. We'll probably do Drive by Incubus. That's like a song about biking, right? I'm psyched to duel with you. Give me a moment. I need to do some things. I need to think about my life and my place in this world and what I want to do with it. This full armored Ixie is like good if I don't get hand trapped. But I so rarely don't get hand trapped, chat. That's the problem. I'm wondering if it's worth all the space. We'll keep it for now. But I want to do this synchro. 6. Are there any good synchro 6s? Mind castling. I mean, that's a silly card, right? Someone please time out Frost Hollow. They can't be saying stuff like that. They're making me look bad. Sure, we'll try it. It's something. Okay. Wait, sorry. I forgot there was other stuff I wanted to do. I really find myself missing the Grand Bash. I would like to have that very much, please. Is Tour Guide as good as normal summon Doug? Yeah. Potentially better. The thing is, you're gonna play 3 Dougie. Like, even if you don't want to open it, you still use it. But then if you open Dougie and Tour Guide, you're like screwed, right? Alright. We both gentlemen agree to discard 1 card from the start of our hand at the start of the duel. Then the real game begins. 4v4, just like Super Smash Brothers. We always going wild, right? We always going wild. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. No. There you go, Douglas. Very expensive. That allows us to get this. Then we go into the Gabonger. You are the Gabonger no longer! This is only once per turn. I'm a stupid person. Why did I do that? That was a stupid person thing to do. I think it's, yeah, it's open to everyone at the moment. I already have it. Maintenance should be very soon, I see. This is still fine, chat. We're fine. Memento. Okay. Tatsuno shoot Doogie. Okay. Now we Goblin. Damn. Can I do this? Nay. Oh, I'm sorry. Sad horse noises. Alexandrite. Like the famous dragon made of the Tsar's jewels? Reminds me of that, oh, what's that show? Made by the YouTubers, it's like a cartoon. And the one guy talks like this. You know what I'm talking about, right, chat? It's like Happy Friend Time or something. Smiling Friends, yeah. It's like a comic where the one guy is at a bar. And he's like, hey, what can I get you? He's like, I'll have a rum and Coke. He's like, I'm sorry, is Pepsi okay? And he goes, yeah, sure, it's fine. And then he hands him over a Coke and a Pepsi. Punk Engine would be full combo here with quick play. Yeah, but then it's just another thing that like dies to ash and everything else. There's so much death all around me, chat. Pretty background, thank you. Oh, I think we have to go here. But see, this is why we play this, chat. I think we have to do this. If they destroy my Grand Bash, I have nothing. All I wanna do is gabonga. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is gabonga. Until the sun comes up on the Diabell Star lore. Wait, no, I needed to set this. Wait, time out. I'm too tired. I'm like a bicycle, chat. I'm too tired, and without my kickstand, I will fall down. Why is everyone playing this? I could have stopped this if I remembered to set my cards. They watched your ladder climb. They were prepared. No. Your lurry is gone. Devoured by a dragon. Drill beaming, getting all the drill beam, getting those drill beams. Ah, whoa, whoa. The proudest of them all. He sure is, Eddie. Not like the son of a shepherd. Yep. I'm just dead. I am a dead man. I should have set this card. If I'd set this card, I would have been good. I forgot to set the card. How could I make such a rookie mistake? Engine.deck. I don't want to play a pile. But it's up to the patrons, you know. I guess if they really wanted me to play pile.deck, that's what I would call it. Then yes. I will do that thing. What about me? What about me? What about me and you forever? And I got a donut. Donuts are good, chat. Oh yeah. Speaking of donuts, I was talking about Twin Peaks earlier, and I was like trying to make a point, and then halfway through we got raided, and I completely forgot. Is there anyone even left over from when we were doing that earlier? And more importantly, do you care? We do this, right? The log lady. I'm down for a donut conversation. So what I was saying was that, like, Twin Peaks has a reputation for being weird. And I like some of that weirdness. And some of that weirdness is good in a way that makes the show really interesting. But other times, the weirdness is, like, not in a good, mysterious way, it's just in a weird way. Or not a weird, it's in a, like, a cringe way. And so, like, the example I gave to start with was the log lady is a great example of good weirdness. She's an enigmatic and memorable character who you don't understand at first, but then once you see her, it's like every time you see her after that, you're like, oh, it's the log lady. We get to learn more about her. I am excited about this notion. But then, like, later on, and I guess slight spoilers for I won't tell you which character it is. There's no way you could possibly guess. But one of the characters, she decides that her marriage isn't working out, and she decides to game end herself. To use the Twitch-appropriate YouTube terms. She's like, I am fed up with this world, and she takes a whole bunch of pills. They rush her to the hospital, but she's in a coma, and it's unclear if she'll ever wake up. It is a very dire, a very dark and serious circumstance. It fits the melodrama of this, like, small town where everything seems nice, but, like, people are dealing with some stuff. But then, she wakes up a couple episodes later, and she has a kind of retroactive amnesia, where even though she's like a 40-year-old woman, she believes that she's 18 again. So she's acting like the 18-year-old version of herself, where she's still young and optimistic about her marriage, because she doesn't even know she's married to the guy. She thinks she's still just, like, dating him. But also, she has, like, the strength of an 18-year-old in addition to her own strength. And it's not just like she's got more adrenaline. She's shown to have the ability to, like, pick full-grown men over her head and, like, throw them. She's, like, super strong now, for reasons that aren't explained. And then, in order to help her deal with this, they convince the high school to just let her attend the high school. They're like, yeah, it's part of her therapy, you know, we kind of gotta just, like, go along with her delusions until she's back to herself. So they let her attend classes, which is already kind of dubious. But then she's, like, in gym class, and she's working out, and she's doing the leg lifts, and she's lifting, like, 600 pounds. And the wrestling coach is like, wow, lady, you're super strong. So he gets her to join the wrestling team, where this 40-year-old super strong woman is now wrestling against, like, minors and completely dominating them and kicking their asses. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is not the kind of show I expected. In the slightest. This is not like, ooh, mysterious, what could happen? This is just like silly cartoon. I'm like, people are gonna get fired. This is the result of her, like, being fed up with her life and wanting something new? I love that, yeah. And, like, don't get me wrong, it's, like, entertaining in a very silly way. But it's not what I came to this small-town murder mystery style thing for, you know? You know what? I've got enough. Let's just do that. There you go. Now we'll slightly. My aunts really like Twin Peaks. I mean, when it hits, it does pretty good job. There's, again, you know, there's some peak in Twin Peaks. But people talk about it as if it's genius, and it's like, that's not the only subplot that's like that. There's a lot of weird, meandering plots where characters do strange stuff in otherwise normal situations, and others just kind of roll with it. And, like, it makes sense for a couple characters that that's the case, because they seem special, but then when they start doing it for normal characters, it's just weird. That Gabonga is huge. And now it's Santa Claus. Okay. That's like magic realism. The thing is... Oh, it's you. Well, let's try this, shall we? The thing is, it's like, there's parts of the magic realism I like, but only when it's, like, treated with the weight it deserves, you know? Like, it has to actually be mysterious. You can't use magic realism to do silly stuff, otherwise it makes the story feel like there's no stakes and nothing's, like, real. Are you playing Patrons? I was earlier. Patrons can still duel, but you don't have to be. I could have. Yeah. I could have done a lot of stuff. I got distracted. Okay. So we do this. We send off this. We get the other no. We get you. Have you played Deadly Premonition? No, but I've watched like an in-depth video on it several times, so I'm like, I know kind of what goes on. I know the big twist reveals. I know it's got those Twin Peaks vibes. Goblin bikers meet Guns N' Roses. That would be a fun one. Mr. Francis Mork Jorgen. Yeah, Deadly Premonition, it's very Twin Peaksian, in that it takes place in a small town, and there's kind of an eccentric, like, FBI detective who's investigating stuff, And the town is mostly normal-ish people on the outside, but they've all got kind of secrets. But then there's also, like, a character who's just, like... who's just, like, an old man in a wheelchair who's being pulled around by a younger guy who always wears a gas mask, and he talks exclusively in rhyming couplets. And they're like, oh, that's just Mr. Smith and Michael, you know them. That's just how they are. Me and Michael, solid as the sun. Ancient Gear Chaos Giant. Hello. Oh. I thought I could do more. Where's their field? Okay, and now we're on chain off. Any rules to what? Yu-Gi-Oh? There's like a whole rule book. Shit's crazy. Turns out our Gabonga is bigger than theirs. Oh god. Wait, I need to do this one. And I need to do this. And I need to do this. Then my turn. Breathe, Joe. I got it. I'm figuring it out. I'm sorry, little one. I'm clattering and exploding all over. And I guess we're getting a goblin out. This one. We can just Troika for game, probably. I am unfortunately. I've been trying to go as long as I can, chat. I thought if I kept going, maybe if I had some dinner, maybe if I drank some soda, eventually this fatigue that's like fogging my brain would go away. But I am just really tired for whatever reason. I don't know. We'll have to see. If it's still around by Thursday, I will go see a doctor or something about it. It's unusual. My apologies. I know I've been not the most talkative this stream. It's been taking most of my effort just to like keep everything zoomed, you know. We can give one last duel for the guy who really wanted to duel. And then I'm probably gonna call it. I mean, we almost made it all the way. When does the Blue Eyes? It's next weekend. It's taking Mr. Metal a little longer than expected. Us when we are clatter-sploding. Rattle, rattle, thunder clatter. Boom, boom, boom. Don't worry, call the Car X man. Ugh. How'd you get the bike? I couldn't tell you. Somehow. I don't think I bought it. Oh wait, now I remember. It's for getting to level 20 on the proficiency exam. I got that off camera while I was grinding the event. I have finished all the proficiencies. I gotta try. I can't let them get to me amigo if I can help it. Wait a minute. This is purely... My financeries are all amateurs? I don't know what financeries. That just reminded me of that back when Twitter was like a happier place. When it wasn't like the Nazi website. And like different brands and stuff were actually on there. Oh, proficiencies, gotcha. It was someone went to Popeye on Twitter and they're like, "Hey Popeye, what are your pronouns?" And he was like, I don't know. All of me nouns be amateurs. All me nouns be amateurs. I just realized Mr. Krabs is not that far from Popeye. There's a world where they do a reboot of Popeye and Mr. Krabs does the voice. Or I guess the actor who plays Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is a fictional character. He cannot play other... Well, I guess he can play other fictional characters if he wanted to. In the show of SpongeBob, but I doubt SpongeBob would get the rights for Popeye. Although, who knows? With the way media is amalgamating, you know, maybe Warner Brothers / Disney / Fox / Time Media / AOL Online, Blizzard, Activision. Maybe they all become one big group and they all own everything. And then you can have the SpongeBob and Popeye Power Hour. That might work. Clancy Brown. Yes, that's the guy who plays Mr. Krabs. I think Popeye was public domain. Oh yeah. Eventually Disney will buy every IP. Yeah. I mean, that's how a free market works. It's competition. Competitions have winners. And losers. Eventually, one media company will outperform the other, and the other will go out of business, or be run out of business. So, the shirt is on purpose. My thingy crashed right when I said it. I don't know what you mean by that. The shirt is on purpose? I mean, yeah, I did choose to wear a shirt on purpose. This is a purposeful shirt. Or are you talking specifically about, like, the green screen? Do I like it that you can see through the shirt? Because yes. And the antitrust laws meant to stop that will get weaker. The thing about antitrust laws and anti-monopoly laws is that, like, they don't solve the problem, right? They basically say, once you get so big, you have to stop growing. But that's not how businesses work. Their whole idea is to just continually grow. What you need to do is make businesses public property. Like, they're inevitably going to be, whatchamacallit. They're inevitably going to turn into monopolies. Breaking them back down or trying to split them into smaller pieces so that it takes them longer to become monopolies again, you're just delaying the inevitable. You should just accept that they're going to be monopolies and instead put those monopolies in the control and the oversight of the people at large, make them accountable to the public instead of just profit machines for a select few. It's really simple, chat. A shirt is designed to protect our fragile psyches. Yeah. If you saw me without my shirt, you would shit your fuck. We can do this thing. Let's try this thing, chat. Let's try this. Behold. Mind Castling. Target one monster with less attack than the synchro monster and destroy it. Get out of here, dog. Oh, no, I don't want to. Have you already discussed the fact that tariffs hurt Goblin bikers because they outsource their bike parts from China? I don't think China exists in the Diabell Star lore. I'm going to steal your dog. Thank you. Change to attack. And now it is time for the biggest, the grandest, the most popular Gabonga. Give me the purple one. And then we activate this. And we're going to detach from the Gabonga. Goodbye. Ha 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 ha. It's funny. Don't tell me it ain't. I'm taking my monster back. Biggest Gabonga. We get a bigger Gabonga at some point. Yeah, let's go to battle with this. And your puppies come home to roost. And then I will make the biggest fucking Zeus you've ever seen. It's got more materials than God. Holy shit, yeah, I know, right? I was impressed too. That's just how it be. You could stock a yoga studio with all those mats. Take a card. Any card. Let's go. Boom, mock, make me go big and do the thing and on and on and on and boom, mock. Make me feel good and eat the cheese now. So we will detach the Gone Wild and summon. You got a happy memory. And then we're going to do this, and I'm going to try to steal your cat. And then we're going to do this, and I'm going to get rid of your fucking street. I own these streets. Gobble. Gobble. One more. Stealing his cat, destroying his streets. These goblins are a menace! They're gobbling up everyone. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Hide your husbands too. I like life points, thank you. Leap. I'm surprised you didn't use the pretty memory on the dog to eat his material. I don't know how Pearly works. It's one of the few decks I've never played, and I've like read it, and then my eyes just kind of glaze over. It's one of those ones I would really have to play it before I could like truly understand what the hell is going on, because it feels like every card is like, you know, this spell does this, but also you can discard a card to do this. And also, if this is equipped to a card, it can do this. And the monsters it equips to are like, if this is equipped with any card, it can do this. But if it's equipped with another card, it can do this specific thing. My bug! Have you ever tried to punch a bird, chat? It ain't easy. Is Pearly a good deck? Yes. The thing about Pearly is that oftentimes its win condition boils down to summon a really, really big guy. And it can't be affected by stuff. And so if you go first and you make the big guy, then your opponent can't do anything. What did they do? I'm not destroyed? Neat. That's cool. Let's get a clatter. Oh wait, no. We want to use that, ideally. They have on play when you discard a card, when attached to a dog, and specific dog having this attached. Yeah. There's like 4 interactions between everything. And it makes me want to shit my fuck. I don't know, well, I'm like, I don't want to use the Zeus, because what if I need it? What if they find a way to come back? But I really should have just Zeused them, right? Like, that would have just solved everything. Gobble. Gobble. Nom. Nom. I have gobbled the field, chat. There was a little touch and go there for a second, but we did it. I can see why they're called Goblin Bikers, yeah. They're bikers, and they gobble stuff up. I ate the road. Well, that just happened. Anyway, I am exhausted. I think exhausted handles it. I tend to, like, ramble by, like, repeating myself, but using different words. We're just gonna go raid Maple, because I'm familiar with Maple. She's playing Pokemon. I'm not familiar with Pokemon, but I assume if you like Yu-Gi-Oh!, you will like Pokemon. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. Again, my apologies in the future. Maybe if I'm not feeling good. Again, I thought after, like, I woke up at 5 and I was like, man, I'm really tired. But once I get going, I should be good. And that did not happen. So my apologies. If I knew I was going to remain tired, I would have probably just postponed the stream. But hopefully you got some enjoyment out of it anyway. But I should be back Thursday. We'll start then. And until then, good luck. Have fun. I'll see you later. Oh, I gotta wait until the raid is ready. Read any good books lately? Hope you feel better. I'm sure I will. I mean, it's a 50-50 shot, right? I either feel better or I don't. Those are the only options.